Okay, welcome everyone. As we learn in the fifth parak of Succa, we learn Mishna Vav and Mishna Zayin, coming down the home stretch of Masechta Succa. I want to remind you that we are dedicated by Yoel Klugman and family for their Parnasa Bereva, Gesund and everything wonderful, by the Fisher family, by Abe Arbach and family. And the Mishnah tells us as follows. We know that every day of Yom Tov of Sukkot, we bring 14 sheep, 2 rams, and 1 goat. Bulls, we bring 70, a total of 70, keneged the 70 nations. And the way we do it is in descending order. The first day of Yom Tov we bring 13, the second 12, the third 11, the fourth 10, the fifth 9, the sixth 8, and the seventh 7. And now we know also that during Yom Tov, the Chav Dalid Mishmaris of Kahanim, the 24 Kahanim, 24 divisions that usually take, each week has a division, on Yom Tov they all operate in unison, all 24, and they split it. So now the Mishnah tells us how they split the karbanos of each day. So Yom Tov Arishin Shel Chag Hoyusham Shloisha Aser Parim, there were 13 bulls, Elim Shnayim, 2 rams, and a Sar Echad. So 13 plus 2 plus 1 is 16. So the 16 of the 24 each take an animal, right? 13 of them take bulls, 2 of them take rams, and 1 of them takes a goat. So the remaining 8 divisions, right, 24 minus 16 is 8, the remaining 8 are left with the 14 sheep. Nishtayru sham arba aser kvasim lishmayna mishmaros. There's left 14 sheep for the 8 divisions. So b'yom rishon, on the first day, shisha makrivim shnayim. 6 of those 8 each get 2 sheep. So 6 times 2 is 12. And vashar, and the remaining 2, echad, get 1 sheep apiece. Basheni, on the second day of Yom Tov, so now on the second day of Yom Tov, instead of having 13 bulls, you have 12 bulls. Right? So on the second day, instead of having 13 bulls, you have 12 bulls. So 12 bulls plus 2 rams plus 1 goat is 15. So therefore, Basheni, you have 15. So how many mishmaros do you have left? 24 minus 15 is 9. So 9 for 14 sheep. So of the 9, chamisha makrivim shnayim, 5 do 2 apiece. That's 10, and the remaining 4 get 1 each. Bashar echad echad. The remaining 4 get 4 of the 14. Bashlishi, on the third day. So on the third day you have 11 bulls. So that's 11 bulls, 2 rams, and 1 goat. That's 14. So you have 10 mishmaros left. So arba makrivim shnayim. Of the 10, 4 of them do 2 apiece. So that's 8. 14 minus 8 is 6, and the remaining 6, the remaining 6 get a sheep apiece. Baravi, on the 4th day, now on the 4th day you have 10 bulls. So you have 10 bulls, 2 rams, 1 goat, that's 13. So you have left, out of the 24, you have left 11 mishmaros. So 11 mishmaros for 14 sheep. Shloisha makrivim shnayim. So 3 of them get 2 apiece. That's 6. and you have left over 8 of the 14 sheep for the 8 remaining mishmaros. V'ashar echad echad. B'chamisha, on the 5th day, when you have 10 bulls, so you have 10 bulls, 2 rams and 1 goat, that's 13. So you have left 11 mishmaros, 11 for the 14. Shnayim akrivim shnayim. 2 of the 11 do 2 apiece. So that's 4 of the 14. Shnayim akrivim shnayim. Let's see, one second. On the 4th day, how many bulls do you have? Right, on the 4th day there's 10 bulls. So there's 10 bulls and 2 rams and 1 goat. So that's 13. So you have 11 mishmaros left. 11 mishmaros for 14 sheep. So shloisha makrivim shnayim. What is that? No, this is, we're at the 5th day now, right? No, the 4th day. So the 4th day, shloisha makrivim shnayim. 3 of the 11 do 2 apiece. So that's 6. 11 minus 3 is 8. So 14 minus 6 is 8. So v'ashar echad echad, the remaining 8 get 1 apiece. B'chamishi, on the 5th day, when you have 9 bulls, so 9 bulls plus 2 rams is 11, plus 1 goat is 12, and so that's 12 of the 24. So you have 12 mishmaros left. So shnayim akrivim shnayim. 2 offer up 2 apiece. That's 12 and 11 do 2 apiece. So that's 4. And then for the remaining 10, you have 10 sheep. V'ashar echad echad. Bashishi, on the 6th day, where you have 8 bulls. So that's 8 bulls and 2 rams and 1 goat. So that's 11. So of the 24 now you have 13 left. So then echad makriv shnayim. One of them offers up 2. So then of the 14 bulls, that's 12. He takes up 2 of the 14. And then for the remaining 12, you have 1 apiece. V'ashar echad echad. Bashvi, on the 7th day, that's easy. Because on the 7th day, there's 7 bulls. So 7 bulls plus 2 rams plus 1 goat, that's 10. So that's 10 of the mishmaros. And the other 14 take a sheep apiece. So therefore, Bashvi kulan sham. Now Bashmini, for Shmini Atzeres, where there wasn't enough to go around, because there was very few karbanas, so Chazru L'Payis Kibbur. They made a lottery like they did by the other Yom Tov. Now, of course, a bull is much bigger than a ram and a sheep and a goat. So they do a rotation. Amru mishikriv parav hayayim, the ones that got the bull today, lo yaakov l'macher. They don't get the bulls the next day, but they go in a rotation. Elachayzrin chalila. They go in a rotation. Now, b'shloisha prakim b'ashana, 3 periods of the year, hayu kol hamishmarei shavos be'imurei haragalim. All the 24 divisions are equal in the sacrificial portions. Ubechilek lechem apanim, and in the dividing of the showbread from the shulchan on Shabbos. And that's the 3 Yom Tov. Now on Atzeres, on Shavuos, they also divided the shtei alechem, the 2 loaves that accompanied the kipsei Atzeres, the shlomim of Yom Tov. Those loaves were an anomaly. They were chametz. Now, Oimrim Loi, when the Kohen came to get his portion of the two, of the matzah of the lechem aponim and the chametz of the shtei lechem, Oimrim Loi, heilech matzah, here's your matzah portion. Heilech chametz, here's your chametz portion from the shtei lechem. Because they weren't able to say, you know what, I'll take 2 pieces of the lechem aponim instead of 1 lechem aponim and 1 shtei lechem. You're not allowed to barter. So they said, to make it clear, Heilech matzah is your unleavened portion of the lechem aponim. Heilech chametz is your chametz portion of the shtei lechem. Now, although all 24 mishmaros divide equally on Yom Tov, that's only the karbanos of Yom Tov. But mishmar shezmana kavua, the mishmar whose turn it is, remember they go in order, well, each mishmar gets a Shabbos. The mishmar whose turn it was, hu makriv tamidim, he offers up the tamid, that doesn't have to do with Yom Tov, the perpetual offering of every day. Also nedarim and nedavos, the free will offerings that people bring, whether they said harei neder, saying I accept it upon me, which is if it gets lost or stolen, they have to bring another one. Or in the Dava where they say Harizeh, where if it gets lost or stolen, they don't have to bring. Or Shor Karbanas Tzibur, other communal Karbanas, like if they had to bring a Parahelim Dava Shel Tzibur, if the Bezdin made an erroneous psak that caused Klal Yisrael to sin when it is a chorus, or Sar Avodah Zarah, or carbon for idolatry. Or Makav Esakol, and the regular Mishmar offers up also the Kayetz HaMizbeach, Karbani Allah, that were offered if business was slow on the Mizbeach. Now what happens if Yom Tov ended on a Friday and everybody had to stay for Shabbos? Or Yom Tov started on a Sunday, so everybody had to come before the Shabbos before. So Yom Tov Asamach l'Shabbos, Yom Tov that's near Shabbos, Bein Milfaneh, Bein Milachreah, whether it's right before Yom Tov starts or right after Yom Tov ends, since they're all there, and even though it wasn't Yom Tov, the 24 Mishmaros all divide the Lechem Aponim of the Shabbos right before Yom Tov or the Shabbos right after Yom Tov. Wow. 2 very long Mishnayos, a pleasure. Thank you for joining us, and have a wonderful evening.